Okay, shall we start?
Okay, everyone, welcome to 1191st meeting of Karachi Toastmasters Club. It's 1191, right?
92.
90. We are 93.
No, 1192.
We are 7 meetings away from another khapa. Since Toastmaster Hiba, our resident foodie, just walked in, so I thought I would mention that first, because it will be inshallah our 1200th meeting. So, welcome, especially welcome back after Eid Mubarak to everyone, and I hope and pray that everyone enjoyed their Eid, and now it's time to wake up and smell the ashes of the real world. So, since we don't have any guests with us, that means I don't need to explain what Toastmasters is. It will be like preaching to the converted. Instead, what we'll do is we'll recap. First of all, we will have the business portion. So, the first item, and of course, I need to apologize since our president has not been able to join. So, I will be officiating as the president, and a couple of vital pieces of business. The first is renewals, the second is renewals, the third is also renewals. So, please file your renewal. We need to get to good standing as soon as possible. Let's continue our proud tradition of becoming distinguished as soon as April 1st rolls around. And of course, you know how to renew. You can go to the dashboard and renew directly, or you can transfer the amount in my account and I'll renew on your behalf. The second piece of business is, of course, our division contests. And this is for the attention of our contestants also. Toastmaster, the team is also? No. Okay. So, no KTC contestants are right now attending this meeting, but still it's my duty to point this out, that unless you renew, you will not be able to participate in the division contest, which is now on the April 11th. Have they announced the venue for the division contest?
ICAP.
It's ICAP. Okay. So everyone, we will have a division conference, Division B conference, and contests will be a part of that division conference on April 11th. Note it in your diaries. Please attend. The entire Toastmasters leadership always complains that KTC members don't show up. And personally, I think that KTC members do show up in all the right places at precisely the right time, at the time when they can deliver the most value. So personally, I don't have a problem, but our area directors and division directors and district leadership, they always complain that, given the size of KTC's representation is not that much. So it is my appeal to everyone to attend this event. It will be good, inshallah. It will be good to support our contestants. The second piece of business is our last meeting, which took place on the previous Sunday, because we had switched the time to Sunday temporarily. So I don't think we had, we did have voting, perhaps I forgot to note that. Anyhow, it can be announced later. Yeah, okay. So, from the last meeting, our best speaker was Toastmaster Kareem Meghani. Best evaluator, Toastmaster Asghar.
And best Big Four, if I recall correctly, went to myself as table topics master, but I'm not sure. If the results are different, I will check the recording and communicate with you. And do we have any other piece of business? If not, we will now move on to our guests. First of all, someone who is very well known and a friend of the club, but still technically a guest. So Toastmaster Zishan Arif, please introduce yourself to those who don't know you.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. It's indeed a pleasure for me to join your meeting once again. I am a club president and a current member of Zen Iraq Toastmasters Club. Basically, I belong to Pakistan. My parents live in Islamabad, and I am stationed in Baghdad, the capital of Iraq. At the same time, during this term, I'm also a club coach for Erbil International Toastmaster Academy, which is another club in Iraq. Right now, I'm on my third pathway, motivational strategies, and I'm happy to be here once again. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Zishan. Toastmaster Zishan has been a long-time friend of the club, and he has not only delivered speeches at KTC, but he's also arranged a few other speakers from his club as well. We have another very valuable guest returning after quite a long time. So, madam, will you please introduce yourself?
I'm Fazia Disappear.
Can you come here,
Okay.
if convenient?
Yes, fine. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Fazia Safir and I'm actually a Toastmaster, a distinguished Toastmaster from Zenith Toastmasters Club. And previously I also attended a club in London that was Stansted. But that was a long time ago. Continuously I was from Zenith Toastmaster Club. Then afterwards I came to know about KTC. I came here and got acquainted and I liked it very much. So that is what I am.
Thank you, Toastmaster Fazia. And of course, you're always welcome at Karachi Toastmasters Club.
Thank you.
Speaking of Zenith, Zenith has provided us with two very valuable members, Toastmaster Zafar and her brother as well. And you know, they do not attend that frequently, but whenever they attend, especially Toastmaster Zafar, she is an absolutely amazing speaker in her own way.
Yes.
So very inspiring always.
Yes.
So thank you for attending today. Thank you for reinforcing the happiness of our Eid, seeing you.
Especially I attended it because it's my birthday today.
And of course, let's wish Toastmaster Fazia a very happy birthday.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Oh, so a very special birthday wish all the way from Kuwait.
Thank you.
Latif, I hope you're not driving.
How it is possible if not driving?
Oh yeah, of course. I should have known.
Please watch out for the missiles.
I should have known. So anyhow, now that we have completed the formalities, is there any other formality remaining? Or should I finally invite the Toastmaster of the day? Let me think.
Please carry on.
Okay. So today our Toastmaster of the day is someone very special because first of all he is not a member. And yet he is not a member of Karachi Toastmasters Club, but he is more active than most of the members of KTC. And that's the irony with Karachi Toastmasters Club. People who do not belong to Karachi, who are not even physically in Karachi, they are far more active in KTC. And some non-members like our TFOD are also very active. So, Toastmaster of the day is a legend of Toastmasters in Pakistan. Yes, Toastmasters know that. Toastmasters across the country know how this person has helped them throughout the years. They are appreciative of his services. even if they don't express that appreciation explicitly in the form of votes or support, but deep down they are very much appreciative. And secondly, he has been a member of KTC for 11 years now, right? Yes. Almost 11 years. And he has not only been he will point out that he has been the most successful president of Karachi Toastmasters Club during his tenure. The club
About the VP.
board, and of course he was also moderately successful as a VP education. Very successful as a VP education as well. And what's more, he has in the background groomed so many speakers, distinguished Toastmasters. He has one motto that he will never ever do speeches. Instead, he will help others do speeches and become DTMs. So everyone, including DTM Rashid Dastagir, DTM Zaid Kalia, myself, DTM Reen, we all can count him as the primary support for our journeys. He has also served as the District Administration Manager, Area 1 Director, and you were also a de facto Division Director twice. By de facto, I mean he didn't have the title, but he did the job of the Division Director. And that should give you some idea about his services. So without further ado, let's welcome Toastmaster Imran Khan.
Thank you so much, Mr. Acting President, distinguished Toastmaster Talha bin Ali. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, we just spent a month of Ramadan, and in that period, we observed how to control our anger, plus control ourselves not to eat food for a very long time, right? Means from morning till evening, till the evening. But when Eid comes, we started enjoying food in a greater quantity, like food. Means sometimes we went into food comas as well. Then most of the time we spend our time in masjid and disconnected ourselves with the social gathering. At the time of moon-sightedness, means Shawwal moon, then that hangover started social hangover started once again, and that put a dent on our pocket. How so? Because in the month of Ramadan we try to save our money and try to spend the money on relevant areas, but after the Eid we have to buy. We have to do Eid shoppings, we have to buy gifts for everyone, and we have to give Eid to our children as well. And that gives sometimes a happy dent and most of the time your budget is totally out. So to me, these are the after effects of Eid. I would like to ask few of you audience, what are the after effects of Eid on your life? So Asim, I would like to ask you first.
Yeah, as you have explained right now that empty pockets and then you have renewal is also due even before the first, then definitely you have to think about a lot of things. During the Eid, we attend a lot of gatherings, with different family gatherings, friends, different things, and then suddenly we go to office, so it changes everything. Just going to normalcy, we have to have certain certain pressure on us to just go to the normal routine.
Okay, thank you so much. So, Heba, could you tell us what after effects did you felt after Eid? Did you feel after Eid?
The after effects that I felt after Eid were that I was able to collect some Eid despite the fact that I'm Eid, and I tried to control my diet and hopefully will continue after effects. During the month of Ramadan, I tried to control my diet, and hopefully that will continue and have its after effects even after Eid. And
So thank you so much, Toastmaster Heba. Okay, let me ask our friend from Iraq, Toastmaster Zishan. Could you share briefly about your after effects of Eid?
Thank you so much. It's a great question. As someone just said, we have spent a lot of money on Eid, not only on the Eid, but also on the outing and stuff. The after effect of Eid for me is actually counting the days when I'm actually getting my next salary. So it's only 3 days apart, and inshallah, we'll be rich again. That's all for now.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I was just thinking about when you get a bonus and you are so happy, and after a few days of Eid means you are out of pocket and you're asking for people to lend the money to you. So those are the beautiful after effects of the Eid. So let's get started with our Toastmasters meeting, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Toastmasters today's meeting consists of 3 segments. That is the prepared speech segment, then we going to have the table topic session, and finally we're going to have the general evaluation segment. Since we all are the Toastmasters, so I won't go in detail what those sessions all about. To run the meeting smoothly, we have a team of facilitator. First one, I would like to call upon Ms. Fauzia, Toastmaster Fauzia, to please explain your role as grammarian and word master. Please come on stage with a huge round of applause.
Thank you, sir. Well, as a grammarian, first of all, the focus is the word of the day, that is normalcy. And as a grammarian, my role will be to point out the words and to note down different words during the speeches which will be used correctly or incorrectly, and not to mention
Yes.
them on screen, but to pass on just for increasing the knowledge and increasing our vocabulary. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Fauzia. Okay, for next role, that is counter, let me call upon Toastmaster Altaf Hussain on stage. Haven't you taken the role of counter? So why not now?
Okay. That's wonderful. It's an honor. It's an honor, really an honor. Actually, my participation was in the out
Yes.
and the cloud, so I was unable to. Thank you.
Now you have been cited.
So no longer. So Eid is no longer doubtful.
Yes, good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Counter. Do you know the nature of this, job? During speeches, when our learned speakers would be speaking, it's my duty to note down the pauses, filling words, and K, etc. So, at the end of the, meetings, then I'll be intimating the audience, about the number of hours made by them during their respective presentation. So with this, I thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Taq Hussain. Okay, can we have DTM Dalha for timer and vote contract?
Thank you. So as timer, of course, I'll be showing the timing cards or timing lights, depending upon whether I'm online or showing them in person. Every presentation in Toastmasters is timed. So whether it's a speech, it's a table topic speech, or it's an evaluation. So if it's a speech and the speech is 5 to 7 minutes, I'll be showing green at 5, yellow at 6, and red at 7. For table topics, it's 1, 1.5, and 2. For evaluations, 2, 2.5, and 3. And yes, if a speech is slightly different length, then the length of the signals will also be accordingly adjusted. When you see this signal, the red signal, it means you have about 30 seconds to wind up your presentation. Otherwise, you will be disqualified from being voted upon, which brings me to my second role as vote counter. I think we should spend useless time and energy asking people to take up these roles anymore. So as vote counter, you'll be asked to vote 4 times during the meeting for best speech, best table topics, best big 4, and best evaluator. And when you will vote, that means it will be my job to compile the votes and announce the results in the end. As the vote counter, I cannot vote unless there's a tie. So over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, DTM Dalha, for beautifully connecting the two roles together. Now it's time to call upon the listener and the joke master. For that, we have Toastmaster Hiba Rais Khan. Toastmaster Hiba. First, explain us the listener role, then enlighten our mood with the beautiful jokes.
Okay, fellow Toastmasters, as a listener, I would be making note of all the interesting words and phrases spoken by the speaker during the prepared speech session and the table topic session, and as well as during the session, so the audience will have to listen very carefully. And as for the jokes, and at the end of the session, I'll be highlighting who spoke what, and the audience will have to guess it. And as for the jokes, how do trees promote the pledge to protect the earth? How do trees promote the pledge to protect the earth? By handing out leaflets.
Leaflets, okay.
Doctor, I keep getting these uncontrollable urges to steal things. Doctor, I keep getting these uncontrollable urges to steal things. Take 2 of these tablets every day, and if they don't work, can you get me a television? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hiba, for your beautiful jokes. Now it's time for us to jump in the first session, that is the prepared speech session, which is also called the education session, where the paid members, only the paid members are allowed to deliver their speeches.
No, that's not true. KTC doors are open to it.
For unpaid also. Okay, so our first speaker is Toastmaster Muhammad Asghar, and to evaluate his speech we have DTM Irfan Faruqi. And I would request DTM Irfan Faruqi to read out the objectives of the speech and also introduce the speaker. Also, please note that after the end of the speech, DTM Irfan Faruqi would like to evaluate the speech as well. If I'm correct, please correct me if I'm wrong.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
So over to you.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Muhammad Asghar. It has always been a pleasure because the topic today is Pathways Motivational Strategy Level 3, and using descriptive language is basically what he is going to talk about. So let me read it from here. What it says. The purpose statement says the purpose of this project is for the member to practice writing a speech with an emphasis on adding language to increase interest and impact. And in the note for evaluator, it is written that listen for descriptive words and literary elements such as plot and setting. Think about the story the speaker is telling, even in an informational speech. Are you engaged, interested? When it comes to storytelling and use of the language, literary language, I think rare among us would be better than Toastmaster Muhammad Asghar. So it would definitely be a great pleasure to listen to his speech. I hand over charge back to Toastmaster Asghar to deliver his speech.
Mr. Caretaker President, dear Toastmasters, I was in class 7th. It was my result day when the sky with silvery cloud fell on me. My PTI teacher, physical training instructor, declared me failed in a subject. I saw this coming. 10 days before the exam, he called me and asked to support his team in the school tournament, which I refused. The following week, I also declined to cite the reason in written as he directed me. One of my class fellows conveyed me as a strong displeasure earlier in the result day. So the red flags were flashing brightly and screaming loudly prior to the exam day. When I heard the news, I was at the beach for a picnic with my friend. When the ticking bomb exploded, the sandy ground lurched beneath my feet. The embarrassing me pretended not to notice the curious stares, furtive giggle, and sporadic whispers of my class fellows around me. I dashed home with my tail between my legs, dropped my backpack on the ground, tossed my jacket onto the nearby chaise lounge, and sulked into a recliner with a sign like a wounded animal. I thought a drink might douse the rage inside me and would bring me to the normalcy. So I took or put myself a glass of cold water and gulped it down. Clenched my jaw, I blurted, "No, it is not like that." My inside boiled, my skin bristled, and a strange energy stirred inside me like a live wire of Karachi Electric. It heated my skins and flowed into my fingers and blended with my anger. That day, the furious me wanted to extinguish the life out of my PTI teacher with silence and with the sleight of hand of a magician, and no one would know about it. I even thought of killing him with a knife. I imagined a knife in my hand and went to his home and plunged it into his neck and then twisted it as it went in and waited as the life ebbed out of him. I also thought out about his dumping plan step by step after cutting his throat.
And that plan was more pronounced when I visited my local butcher shop, where the goats are hung by their ankles. After bleeding to death, their feet were removed at the knee, and the butcher splits the body down the middle to the blade before sending them to the slicing area. Dear Toastmasters, approaching footfalls jolted me out of my reverie. He was my elder brother. Upon knowing the situation, we decided to visit the school to see the devil or to stare the devil in the eyes, of course without a knife. I rushed towards my room, rummaged my wardrobe for the OOTD outfit of the day. Remember, I was a class 7 student. You need OOTD regardless of the occasion. By next hour, we were sitting in a room in the school in front of him. Actually, it was less a room and more of a kitchen with a stove burning in one side. The stinky gas fume crammed the air. My brother wrinkled his nose at the stench, unaware of the surrounding. My heart was thudding wildly against my chest in front of him. He was like a big dog with flashing teeth. An unknown fear flinched me, and I was just frozen. But he silently told us to take a chair by hunting towards the nearby wobbly-legged stools. We went there. He took out his glasses, breathed on them, then slowly and carefully cleaned them with the corner of his baggy white kameez, which shabbily hung over his thin frame. Like he always did when he didn't know what to say in the classroom and needed some time to think, I primed my mind for a cock and bull story from him. He, peering at me over the rim of his owlish glasses, said something completely out of clear blue sky. He confessed his guilt, expressed remorse, and sought forgiveness. We were bewildered, perplexed over his complexions, but we didn't say anything. Now, fortified with the victory, naturally, we sheathed our saber. हमने भी तलवारें म्यान में रख ली. A compromise was inked in the same day, well before the sun sank below the horizon. The following morning, when the light steadily bleached the darkness from the sky, the first thing I saw in the light was my amended result card in his hand at my doorstep as a part of keeping his part of the bargain. Toastmaster of the day.
So now I would like to call upon his evaluator, D.D. Mirfan Farooqi, on stage to present the evaluation about the speech.
He's already on the stage.
Virtual stage.
Thank you very much. I'm short of words. I would simply say wow, and Toastmaster Asghar, when you started delivering the speech, I took the notebook, papers, and pen, and I thought I should write down. And so I started writing sky for silvery clouds, red flags, ticking bomb, sandy ground, sporadic whispers, tail between legs. I tried to write more and more, but then I realized I can't write more. Honestly speaking, use of the words, it clearly shows that a person who has worked hard to become a CSS officer was delivering a speech today. I am very confident that delivering such a speech without looking at the any words or sentences and anything written in front is nearly impossible, at least for me. I would say even if you give me this speech and ask me to read it in that way, I will not be able to read it that way. Excellent utilization of the concept which is given behind this project. Excellent way of communicating how to use words and sentences describing a story. Full of words, full of themes. Not only the words were there, but your body language, your gestures. For instance, the way you described how you wanted to kill your PTI teacher and how you resembled it in the form of the animals or goats and sheep hanging in a butcher shop. Excellent description. Then, when you were talking about how you faced the teacher, how teacher faced you, the way you took out the glasses, cleaned them, put them back, again a descriptive way of presenting. It looked as if we are looking at the teacher, he's sitting there and he's doing this action in front of us. Excellent way. So if I say that what can be the area of improvement, a little confusion to me was about the story itself. So the words were so strong and repeatedly coming out. I honestly missed the story. What was the story behind it? What happened? I am very sorry that I thought at the conclusion I will understand when the teacher was standing at your door with the card. So honestly, I have missed that part. Number two, at one moment, you had a hand in front of your face and you kept it there. That blocked your face. Avoid that thing. Otherwise, I will again say if someone wants to do the best, this was the best. And this can be a thing for everyone as a standard to follow. Back to you, Toastmaster Asghar.
Thank you so much, DT Irfan Faruqi, for your valuable feedback, and congratulations to Toastmaster Asghar for delivering such a wonderful speech, I must say. And after listening your speech, I just had an idea, so I thought I should share it with you. So why not? Means you have written so many speeches. First of all, I wanted to ask, how much time did you spend on that speech?
Oh, you are asking an actual question.
Yeah.
Well, here is the answer. I have developed a habit lately to write the stories. I have written it some 4 months ago. So what I do is after 6 or 5 days, I revisit my laptop and put certain words. For example, the last sentence I used, the day before I was reading a Turkish novel. I picked that sentence from there. The morning light steadily reached the darkness from the sky. I just read it then from yesterday and put it in my speech. That is how I do it.
Great. You're such a wonderful treasure trove. Why not transform it into a book form?
Yes.
So that we could learn so much vocabulary in your speech and so many interesting things, especially the humor. It was like an icing on the cake. So now it's moving towards the second speaker. No pressure. Toastmaster Zishan Arif, and his evaluator is Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali from Kuwait. So Toastmaster Latif, I request you to please write down the objectives of the speech and introduce the speaker. Over to you.
Am I audible? Yes. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Toastmaster Zishan Arif will be delivering his project speech from Motivational Strategy. It is the level 1, project 2, writing a speech with a purpose. Before I go deep into that, just for the audience, the purpose statement of his speech is, don't let the world program your day. If you don't choose your program, the world will choose it for you. A lot of motivation straight away in this purpose. As an evaluator, the project purpose is for the member to learn and review basic methods of writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. There are a few notes for me which I will be evaluating on, but mainly the speech can be humorous, informational, or any style of speech which member chooses, but it has to be a purpose while delivering, which I have already explained you. Timer, please note, speech length 5 to 7 minutes. Speech title, Reclaim Your First Hour. Toastmaster Zishan Arif, reclaim your first hour. Over to you. Just please pin the timer so that you don't miss it. Over to you.
Actually, I'm raising the virtual hand. The KTC window is the timer. So
Great.
That's helpful. Toastmaster Ishan, you can see that window, right? All right.
Thank you. Over to you.
It's 8 a.m. already. For most of the world, the day has already been lost. It's lost. You are late, my friend. From the moment we open our eyes, we enter into a neurological battlefield. We reach our phone, scrolling through someone else's priorities or someone else's beautifully created reel. Before we even brush our teeth, we surrender our selfhood to a piece of glass and silicone. And we don't really realize this, right? Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, the first 60 to 90 minutes of your day is when your brain is the most programmable. It is when it is transitioning from a dream-like state into a waking reality. Today, I want to show you how to stop being a reactive observer and start taking the ownership. Start being the intentional architect of your own selfhood. And all of that before 8 a.m. To reprogram our minds, we don't need some monastic training. We need science, simple science. I want to share 3 micro decisions that can create macro habits. First and foremost, stop the neurological confusion. We have all done that. We all do that all the time, every day, all through the week. The snooze button. I'm sure you all are aware of the snooze button and the snooze habit. But science tells us that hitting the snooze button fragments your sleep into useless chunks. When you hit the snooze button, you're not actually sleeping. Intentionally or unintentionally, you're actually waiting for the alarm to ring back again But instead of using the snooze button, instead try a future you alarm. Yes, you can do that. Record your own voice telling you why today matters. I just talked about the 3 micro decisions. This is the first one. Why today matters. Record it in your own voice and put your own voice as an alarm. So your conscious goals are hitting your head time and again when it's time. Number 2, take the free drug. Do you know someone who actually asks you to take drugs? I'm the first one probably to take the free drug. Any guesses? The sunlight. Hello, it's free. Within the first 30 minutes of waking up, go out. Get outside. Take the sun. Natural light hitting your retinas triggers a healthy pulse of cortisol. Yes, you heard that right. Cortisol, but this one is the alertness kind. We've always heard of cortisol as the stress hormone, giving us the pot belly. I'm sure you all know that. This taking sunlight in the morning sets a 14-hour countdown for melatonin because I'm sure a lot of you or a lot of us also face this problem of sleeplessness or what people call insomnia. Just 10 minutes of actual sunlight out in the sun can increase your cognitive performance for the entire week. This was number 2. And the number 3, the 90-second reset. Oh my God, this could be challenging. I'm not asking you to take an ice bath, but at the end of your warm shower, turn the dial to the cold just for 90 seconds. This activates your sympathetic nervous system, releasing a natural mood elevator. When you choose to endure that cold only for those 90 seconds, you are asserting your selfhood over your comfort-seeking impulses. If you can handle these 90 seconds of cold water, that stressful email at 10 a.m. won't stand a chance. And the most important step isn't what you do, it's what you don't do. Delay the scroll. When you check your phone immediately, you're training your brain for some novelty seeking. You're stepping out of your own mental frame and into someone else's. My purpose today is simple. I want you to reclaim your first hour. Have it your way. It belongs to you and you only. By protecting your first hour, you're anchoring your selfhood in your own values rather than how the world dictates you. The snooze button, the free drug, the sunlight, the 90 seconds cold shower reset, and no scrolling. You don't have to do all of these tomorrow. Just choose one, any one of those. Maybe start with the 90 seconds cold shower or just the 10-minute sunlight. If you don't choose the program, the world will choose it for you. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmasters Dishan, for such a valuable speech, I must say. And thank you so much for sharing such a wonderful knowledge about the 10 minutes of sun bath, 90 seconds, sorry, 90 seconds of cold bath. So that was quite valuable. And I request everyone to please just try to adopt it and see the results. With that, I would like to ask, this brings our prepared speech session comes to an end. Now I would request if the timers have both the speakers qualified.
It is my immense pleasure to report that Toastmaster Asghar has been disqualified. Yes. So that means Toastmaster Zishan Arif is automatically the winner of Best Speaker. Congratulations.
Our sympathy is with you, Toastmasters. Thank you so much, Timer. Now it's time for us to move on to the second session, that is the table topic session, which is the most, what I would say, most wanted and a great way to learn on your feet and observe, arrange your thoughts in a proper manner and deliver the answer to an unexpected question. To conduct the table topic session, we have a table topic master, and today's table topic master is our new member, Toastmaster Muhammad Asghar.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, and Assalamu alaikum to all of you. Eid brings joy and celebration, but its after effects stay long. From full stomachs to empty wallets. Now we move to the table topic segment, a session of impromptu speaking where you will have to answer instantly. So let's begin with my first question would be from the Toastmaster Muhammad Asghar. Yes. Sir, my question to you is, do we celebrate Eid or just eat, sleep and call it celebration?
Thank you, table topic master. It was so philosophical question that I'm still thinking that whether we celebrate Eid or we eat, sleep, entertain ourselves in the name of celebration. I think celebration is an abstract word. Celebration, in fact, is the collection of sleeping in your own way, eating in your own way, meeting with your people in your own term, not to meet the people that you dislike them, and then seek entertainment where you feel happiness and satisfaction. I think these two ideas that you brought in front of me are basically one. This celebration is the amalgamation or the mixture of this eating, sleeping and entertaining yourself. And this is not only the Eid celebration. It happens with every celebration. When we celebrate the things, we do certain activities. Celebration itself is nothing. It is a combined name of certain activities that we enjoy to do. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you. Thank you, PM Muhammad Asghar. Now my next question would be to to you. Please, could you please come here? Yes.
Thank you.
My question to you is, do you plan your festivals or just let them pass?
Correct.
Any kind of festivals like Eid or any other festivals. So, do you plan earlier before the festivals or just let them pass? So, Over to you.
Festivals are never planned. They come from inside, they just pass, and then they are celebrated, they are felt. And festivals are those celebrations which bring us back to normalcy. Okay? And festivals are also a kind of gesture which we show to other religions as well as other cultures. So your question is well fed, I think, that festivals are not planned, but they are just a sort of celebration or getting us together, bringing us together, sharing our thoughts, celebrating, eating, sleeping or drinking, continuing from that, and then we feel it because as time passes, for example, recently Eid passed. These were not the 3 days. They were not the 3 days only which passed away. First day, second day, third day, the energy level. It was just from top to bottom, just like a box of sweets and candies filled and then coming to end. And most of all, celebrations are also a source of, celebrations are also a source of thinking that those who cannot celebrate, we can empathize for those people and think that what is all about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss, for sharing your valuable thoughts. So now my next question to would be the online participants. My question to TM Latif.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Hey.
Am I audible to you?
Yeah, just a second, Asif. एक बहुत गंभीर मसला निपटाना है.
No, excuse me. It's from my side because it's my birthday.
Oh, हमें करना चाहिए. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I wanted to celebrate it with you.
Thank you.
That was the best.
Okay, now you can continue, Asif.
Please call her for another topic as well.
So, Team Latif, am I audible to you? Happy birthday to you.
Latif, Toastmaster Latif, are you there? Okay, there is one trick. Say, where is Latif? Where is Latif? Where is Latif 3 times and he will appear. Oh,
No.
today it didn't work. So perhaps you can come back to him later.
So, my question to TM Altaf. How did you spend the first day of Eid? TM Altaf.
Thank you very much. How did I spend first day of Eid? You know, after the month of Ramadan, we started celebrating Eid, and that was earlier June.
Also, the audience is here.
Thank you. First, we went out, after taking bath and changing the dress, I went out with my 2 sons to mosque to offer Eid prayer. And from the mosque, we directly went to the sweet shop.
Sweet shop.
Yes, I purchased sweets for the guests, expected guests, and sweets in good quantity. And in addition to that, some impos and etc. while coming back, my son also purchased some balloons for the children. And then thereafter, in the afternoon time, I went to my brother's house. There a special gathering was there, my five brothers and whole family, where I distributed and every brother distributed EDs to the children of each others, and we enjoyed lunch and many things. In this way, I spent a beautiful day in the shape of Eid, enjoying a lot. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Team Altaf, for sharing your activities on the first day of Eid. So now, as Team Umar Khayyam is here, so am I audible to you, Team Umar Khayyam?
Yes, Assalamu alaikum. Yes,
Walaikum salam.
Eid Mubarak.
Team Umar Khayyam, my question to you is, what kind of habit is it waiting all the year for a festival and then some of them spending it by sleeping? So how do you explain this kind of habit? So what do you, Team Umar Khayyam?
Can you ask the question again? What kind of habit do you?
Yeah, waiting all year for a festival and then spending it while sleeping.
Thank you.
Over to you.
Thank you, Table Topic Master. First of all, Eid Mubarak to everybody. Number one thing about festival and festivities is everybody waits for the feast in the festivals, be it Eid, be it Christmas, be it any other thing. People celebrate in different ways. Some people offer prayers, some people are thanking their God, and some people are filling their tummy. And you might have heard there is some feast for the eyes as well. Some people like to watch movies, and some people have that habit that one time of the year they are going to indulge in that habit. My habit, as most of you, is eating a very scrumptious meal sponsored by DTM Talab. That is my. It is becoming a habit, and previously it was a wish where he used to sponsor half of the meals. So this is the meal. This is the habit or wish I was waiting this Eid, and hopefully he will provide that. And what's more, people say that festivities only happen when the tummy is filled, and festivities do not happen when the tummy is not filled. That's why we try to include other people in festivities like Eid and celebration, so that we can offer them an opportunity to be the part of festivities. These are festivals are all about. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Umar Khayyam. My last question to DTM Talha bin Hamid. My question to you is, be honest, how did you eat extra on this Eid, and are you ready to face the consequences now?
Okay. Eating extra on Eid. Let me be even more honest than you want me to be. It is a matter of normalcy for me to suffer a bout of projectile vomiting at every Eid. Because of the reason is obvious. No matter how much one constrains from eating, when you visit people, you have to eat something, and that accumulates. But fortunately, this Eid it did not happen, because we did not start our round of Eid visits before 3 p.m. So it was the perfect opportunity for me to be restrained about eating for the first 8 or 9 hours of Eid day. And I also suffered another good piece of luck, which was that my stomach had been upset, so I wasn't that hungry. So both things combined to transform me into the svelte and sleek supermodel that you see standing before you. Over to you,
Thank you.
Topics Master.
Thank you, DDM Talha bin Ahmed. So he was the last speaker of this segment. So now over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Muhammad Asif, for conducting such a wonderful and interesting table topic session. And all the topics were related to today's theme meeting. Okay, so I request the vote counter and timer if all the speakers are qualified.
Yes, they are, and I'm floating the poll. Everybody, please vote.
Please cast your vote for the best table topic speech.
So everyone in the meeting is also okay. I'll share separately to you, Toastmaster Pali. Otherwise, yeah.
Okay, with that, it's time for us to move to the last segment of the meeting, that is the evaluation segment. And to conduct the evaluation segment, let me call upon Toastmaster Asghar on stage.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. This is the third and final session. It is about evaluation. In the evaluation session, I will be your journal evaluator. In the evaluation session, we evaluate prepared speeches and table topic speeches. So the first begin with the prepared speeches. My second, because the first one is done, though I will come to the second speech. Second speech is delivered by Team Zishan Arif and Team Latif Mansoor Ali was have been absent since the beginning of this meeting. Yes, he is there now.
He is there.
His card. Okay, Toastmaster Latif, over to you for evaluation to the speech of Team Zishan Arif.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Muhammad Asghar. There are some speakers who use all their potentials, but sometimes they don't know what their strength is. What I find in Toastmaster Zishan Arif, that his strength is his looks. And he has used that to the fullest. Why? One reason is that he was delivering his speech right in front of a camera which has only of his face, and he was talking through his eyes, through his smile, through his gestures, and the message was well delivered, that you have to reclaim your first R. And why? While delivering, he has used his vocal variety, eye contact, and more, which I really loved it. The English which he used was easily to understand. So each and everyone in the room was accessible to what he is saying. And the reason why I say this, it is with everyone. They feel busy just from the beginning of their eye, when the eye is open. And that is not true. Sometimes you have to give time to yourself. So thank you very much, Toastmaster Zishan, for delivering such a wonderful speech in a really informative way. Now, as an evaluator, I've already said that you have already fulfilled the project, you have given your information speech, and that is all about the speaker's choice, which kind of speech he wants to deliver. But I feel that this speech can be or delivered with more remembrance to the audience, and it has to be in a personal story. Now, for example, why a personal story? It can be the first 2 minutes of all the laziness you have done in past. Maybe it's not you who have done it, but just to explain it to the audience, you could have said, I woke up late, I shouted at my kids, I was annoying with everyone, And the person who called me also was feeling it. And then around 9:30, 10, I felt why I was doing these all things. So a little bit of personal story, and then how you changed it. You listened to someone, you read somewhere, and then you started motivating yourself by doing those three things. Of course, these were all positive signs, but had a personal story, we could have enjoyed it further. We could have walked through the speech. As of now, yes, it was an informational speech, but I will give you a challenge to add your personal story into it, add a little humor to it, but the voice, the choice, the way you delivered was spectacular. Good luck for your future projects and looking forward for your next speech. Good luck. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Latif. Thank you very much. If anyone wants to learn the good body gesture even as an evaluator, he or she should see to you for that. The only thing I was missing is my eye contact. I couldn't make any eye contact with you because of your dark glasses. I always like your eyes and I always want to see them. So next time when you are talking with us, be careful, we take things seriously. Now the next evaluator is going to evaluate table topics delivered during the table topic sessions. Today our table topic master was Muhammad Asif. Muhammad Asif asked tricky questions and tried his best to trap the speakers, but they successfully did their job to me. And now it's time for DTM Talab bin Ahmed to evaluate speakers one by one.
Thank you. With your permission, I'll deliver it sitting here because I made my notes.
Granted.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir. You are so kind. So stepping into big shoes, a role traditionally taken by Toastmaster Asghar, and not only that, but he does an excellent job. So today, first of all, I will reiterate congratulations, Toastmaster Asif. Your topics were somehow fun, but also tricky. It was a perfect balance. So you have a knack for picking such topics. They were sufficiently challenging for all of us to use our imaginations and not just start speaking without any planning. So great job with the topics. Toastmaster Asghar is the first speaker. He had a good start, but his start was not as sure-footed as it usually is. He expressed some uncertainty with respect to the topic, and after that he went into the flow. And then, right off the bat, you introduced a very thoughtful concept, which is celebration. It's an abstract word. And that got us all thinking, because you have this habit of saying something that gets us all thinking, and we get busy processing that. Today I especially like your gestures during the table topic, the way you said, meet in your own way, celebrate in your own way. Came across as very confident and emphatic, but that was slightly contradicted by your facial expressions or the lack of them. Because it seemed today you were more fixated upon delivering what you had thought rather than expressing it. And that is paradoxical also because you just delivered a spectacular speech with amazing word usage, and during that speech you were perfectly expressive. So, but anyhow, of course, your speech made us think, and we walked away thinking that celebration is, of course, subjective. Toastmaster Fawzia, I always like the fact that you jump straight into a topic. You don't take any time to think. You process it very fast. You had very good thoughts to share on the topic. You used the word of the day. One more strength that you have is, I believe everyone will agree, is your exceptionally clear speech. We can hear every word that you say, and by pacing it in such a way, you also give yourself time to be a better speaker, and that's something we can all take away. There's no hurry to spill it all out. Let's take our time and we will be able to express ourselves much better. Your speech traveled through a lot of phases. You told a story about how your Eid passed, and you compared the energy level to a box of sweets, which was very poetic because we had a box of sweets right here, and we were the ones responsible for depleting it. So energy level depleted like a box of candies, beautiful usage. And then you invited us to think about those who can't celebrate Eid. So it was an all-in-one package. The only improvement area that I could think of was that your eye contact remained primarily to the table topics master rather than to the audience. But I think perhaps because you were addressing him directly, that is why.
I would like to say something that I can't see clearly.
Okay, fine. But anyhow, I don't think that took anything away from this speech at all. Toastmaster Altaf, today, uncharacteristically, your story was very simple and easy to understand. So you did not try to trick us today. You presented a very straightforward account of your day. It was very refreshing because while that is what most of us also do during the Eid day, but the simplicity of it and the directness of it was very welcome. And your eye contact also remained primarily to the table topics master. So it seems that he's some kind of Medusa. When table topic speaker look at his face, they cannot take their eyes away from him. So and your voice was a little bit muted today. So perhaps you could work on it a little bit, on raising your voice. Toastmaster Umar Khayyam started with Eid Mubarak, which is, I think, a very welcome gesture, staying in the spirit of the meeting and the topic. And then you did something that was very skillful, and that leads me to think that, that makes me look forward to your next speeches, your clever wordplay. You said saying prayers, some spend Eid saying prayers, some spend Eid thanking God, and some spend it filling tummies. So that's such a perfect use of rhetorical devices where you use two rhetorical devices in one. You presented three different thoughts, and the third thought was kind of an anticlimax or a humorous aside to the first two thoughts. So very well done on that. Then of course you created humor about dinner, and of course wishful thinking about me inviting to another dinner. But that said, that actually led me to remember that dinner that we had, the club dinner, and those are some fond memories. You also have an exceptional clarity of voice, just like Toastmaster Fawzia. Although we couldn't see you, and you were online, you were not even in the person. I think all of us felt that you were right there in the room with us, and that's an asset that we should use even more. You have a clarity of voice and delivery that conveys your meaning. And one improvement area that I would like you to address is the familiar one, which is a slight bit of monotony. While your words were very clear, while your humor was very well received, a little bit of more expressiveness in your voice could go a long way. And it's not something impossible to attain, having passed through this process myself. It does not come naturally to a lot of people, including myself. One has to work at it. Even a little bit extra expressiveness goes a long way. So with that, table topics evaluation is over, and over to you, General Evaluation.
Thank you very much, DTM Tala, for evaluating table topic speeches and dissecting over the speeches to surely make them better. Points were well taken. Now it's time for the roll holders to submit their report. Grammarian and the word of the day, guest, not Toastmaster, guest Fawzia, please come over here and submit your report.
Well, the word of the day was normalcy, and regarding grammarian's role, it is not a very critical role. No? because we learn a lot of vocabulary from different people and from different sort of subjects come together and express their feelings and abilities. So it is a collection of words. Another thing is that our piggy bank of words today just overflowed. Today, definitely it overflowed. Toastmaster Asgar, other respectable Toastmasters who are online and who are present physically, I must say that I learned a lot of words. So, the piggy bank was really not just filled, but it overflowed. Secondly, we are nourished. Things we eat in Eid or celebration or anyway, dinner or lunch, that does not even fill our stomachs. But as a role of grammarian, I must say that these words, when they are used and when the word of the day is used, we are nourished, we are filled up. When we go from here, when we leave, we are just nourished, we just nourish our minds. And for myself, I'll go and find some meanings of the words, even. Thirdly, for Toastmaster Asgar, I would like to comment that what a piercing speech it was. Definitely. And other speakers, the one from Iraq and others, the two prepared speeches and the table topics as well, they were definitely coming together as a waterfall of words. Third, why about timing? I don't remember the name of the Toastmaster who was delivering the speech from Iraq.
Toastmaster Zishan Arif.
Yes, Toastmaster Zishan Arif. Why today? Well, the time matters. You took us in the time machine. As a grammarian, I would like to comment that the words you collected for your speech were just relevant to your speech, and they were also inquisitive that we would all together like to find out what was your motive. And last but not least, this was the era of words that took us into the time machine, and I interestingly heard everything, including using the word of the day. Thank you for all.
Thank you. Now it's time to call Toastmaster Altaf to submit the report for his role from the R counter.
Thank you, sir. Yes. When my learned friends came to know about my role of R counter, they took special care while delivering their presentation. They made my role very difficult because I was forced to submit nil report. But with great difficulty, I could find out one R from DM, R-learned DTM, and filler from Hibarais Khan's speech. And then so from our learned guest, Madam Process. With this, over to our Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Altaf, coming over here and sharing, submitting your report. And now it's time for the listener to be here with his report.
Okay, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Someone said all in one package.
All in
One package.
detail.
Yes. Svelte and sleek.
Again,
Novelty seeking.
Oscar.
No.
Umar hai.
No.
Zishan Arif.
Yes. Express remorse.
That is as well, Toastmasters.
Yes. Selfhood.
Sorry?
Selfhood.
Self, that was Toastmasters Clubs.
No.
did someone use it?
Yes, that's why I mentioned it in my list.
Just tell me the name.
Okay, that's Toastmaster Zishan Arif. Piggy bank of words.
That is Toastmaster Fauziya.
Yes. Amalgamation. The name?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Neurological battlefield.
You was there?
No.
That could be Toastmaster Umar Deha.
No.
Zishan.
Yes. Wobbly leg stool.
Oscar.
Peering at me.
Oscar.
Bewildered.
Oscar.
Humor was icing on the cake.
That was DTM Irfan Fadl.
Yes.
Name. It was me.
No, it was DTM Irfan Fadl.
No, not at all. I said it.
We'll check the recording. We'll check the recording.
Because I haven't mentioned the name as well, so yes, I think you're trying to confuse me.
No, seriously. I said it.
Acha, we'll check the recording then. I can back.
Yeah, it's your responsibility.
Cock and bull story.
That was Toastmasters.
Yes.
Yes.
Please check for register. Has she written the name?
No, you can see वाकई में I don't know मैं बहुत कम झूठ बोलती हूँ जिंदगी में शरीफ इंसानों को sorry I am so sorry I may be looking embarrassed start anyways my skin bristled.
That is Toastmasters.
All the difficult vocabularies.
Yes, yes, yes. Unfortunately, the other speakers got it
Bewildered.
too plain.
Too pedestrian.
Perplexed and bewildered.
No, they were too plain in their speech. Not using interesting words and phrases. I dashed home with tail in between my legs.
Again, Toastmasters.
Doused.
Doused. Again, Toastmasters.
Yes. Clenched. Toastmaster Asgan, my inside boiled.
Same.
Just going with the formality, approaching footfalls.
Toastmasters.
Stare the devil in the eye.
Again, same. Ditto.
Rummage the closet.
Ditto. Same.
Thudding.
Same.
And the last one, big dog with flashy teeth. Toastmaster husband. That's it for my report.
Thank you.
was quite
Tim, you can
consistent.
recall I asked you some 3 months ago, the big dog flashing, it is teeth. I said whether it is or E.
Yes.
Did you recall that?
Yes.
It was months ago. So it means I've been doing it for.
And it's proven.
Yeah. So with this, I would like to thank you all Toastmasters, the role holders for their role who came here on my invitation, submit their role in different categories, in different roles. With this, I would like to say very few words. Number one, thank you being with us in this meeting. It was a wonderful meeting. Maybe I have 3 different roles, so that is why I'm calling it a wonderful meeting. But it was good to be with you, the online speakers, especially our guest speaker who is not here, Zishan Arif from Iraq. And above all, what I enjoyed today is not my speech evaluation or any other speech. I enjoyed the cake or the biscuits on the birthday of our guests. Thank you very much being with us. With this, I would like to hand over the charge to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Imran.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Asghar, for your valuable feedback about the overall meetings. Fellow Toastmasters, the after effects of Eid, or I must say, the best effect of after Eid, that we get a chance to meet physically, especially in Toastmasters meeting, so that we could physically observe the beautiful speech by Toastmaster Asghar and wonderful table topic session conducted by Toastmaster Muhammad Asif, and so many feedbacks we got a chance to hear it physically by the evaluators. So with that, it's a wrap, and it's time for me to hand over the charge to the caretaker president, who is none other than distinguished Toastmaster Talha bin Abdul.
Thank you so much. So everyone, please vote if you haven't voted, first of all. And secondly, before closing the meeting, I would like to invite our honored guest and birthday girl, Toastmaster Fawzia, to the stage for her comments.
Well, I just dropped a note that call me before closing, not for the comments, but for a special thing that all of you are here for you and took out your precious time to be the part of this meeting, and it was really an honor for me because it was a very special day. And since morning, I was thinking it is Wednesday. What should I do? Should I go to Wednesday Bazaar? Should I go to the people who are ignored, which I daily do? But then I thought, I just glanced, oh, it's a KTC meeting. Why not? Then I just planned, it was not planned, it was unplanned. Everything was unplanned. And the last thing is, I must honor and acknowledge 2 important people with a gesture. Sir Talha and Sir Imran. This is
Picture, please.
Okay, yes. Imran.
birthdays are not for gifts only. Birthdays are to express and share your feelings. So this is the way I share. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Fawzia. And thank you for making this a very memorable meeting and setting a good example for other members as well. So today I had a strange and unfamiliar sensation, which is that while I was looking forward to the meeting, I actually felt that I really wanted to meet our members And that is very strange because usually I don't like people. So,
We know.
yeah. But you know, I know it's become a cliche, every club says that, but it's true. Sometimes cliches are cliches because they're true. We are like a family, and just like we all have other things to do, other tasks to complete, we convening in a meeting and meeting with each other is as rewarding a ritual as any other. And today I feel anew that this is like we have our families which we did not choose at homes, but this is the family that we chose for ourselves. So thank you so much for being there. Let me announce the results for today. First of all, best speaker, as you already learned, goes to Toastmasters Ishan Arif. There are not enough votes for best big four, please vote. Best table topics today, it goes to myself. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for inviting me despite being the table topics evaluator. So
once again, Asghar lost its chance.
yes.
Now when it comes to me, you intervene and convince and refuse.
Well, to tell you the truth, our scores were tied, but the last minute vote came in. So
He broke the tie.
No. I did not. If I would have broken the tie, I could not have ethically declared myself the winner. So it would have been Toastmasters. So suffice to say that you were very close. And for best evaluator, again we don't have sufficient votes. Everyone, please vote. I won't announce the results until. Yes, best evaluator and best big four. No, it was voted. Look in the group.
Irfan Faruqi and
Yes.
Latif Mansoor.
Yes. If you see, it is right above the best big four vote. Alright. So we have. Alright. So today best evaluator goes to BTM Irfan Faruqi. Congratulations. And again, whenever Toastmaster Latif is evaluating, it is very rare that anyone other than him walks away with the prize. So congratulations. And finally, best big role player today goes to our table topics master, Toastmaster Asif. Congratulations. So with that, finally it is time to declare this meeting closed. Thank you all for participating and looking forward to seeing you next week, inshallah, and then after that at the division contest. So thank you so much everyone, and Allah Hafiz.